Yo. Good day, everyone. Bobby O here. Early in my morning, and the sunrise is being blocked with a thick blanket of clouds, which I like, so the heat doesn't come in here. There's Moi. There's my new vacuum cleaner. Didn't get the Dyson this time. Had a Dyson a long time ago. Hey everyone, that's a Shark. Just rechargeable and easy to use. You like my setup here? That's green tea bag. And I got my Dior paper here as a backdrop. Hey, I wanted to show you my two watches that I have. The two watches that I've only had for decades now. I remember growing up, I've always liked watches. My father liked them, so he said, you know, you always have to have a watch. A man has to have a watch. You know, he doesn't wear jewelry other than cufflinks and a watch, maybe some other things. But I remember I had a nice Seiko from Japan, a chrome or a silver one, and it was an automatic, and I loved it. I don't know what happened to it. I think I lost it. Then in college, I had that Casio digital one, Sirius, 50 meters or 100 meters, and stopwatch, big, you know, see how fast you can turn it on and off in 0.13. But these are the watches I wear in my videos, and a lot of you guys, and myself included, I notice. If you notice this one, my Explorer 2 white face, it doesn't move. That's because it's broken. For the second time, it's been fixed. It's been through all my adventures as a photographer, banged around in Utah, maybe almost losing my life, clinging to the side of a canyon. And what did it was, I dropped it in my bathroom and with a tile floor, and it landed on the bezel, on the crown, on the knob. Watches, fine watches are like perfume. Don't take them into your bathroom. Don't use them in your bathroom or any room that doesn't have a rug on it. If your bathroom has a rug, fine, you drop it, your watch is gonna be fine. But it landed right on here, and it busted. I got it fixed. It started moving, but then it finally died a couple of years ago, and I wear it. Don't need to wear it for the time, because we don't even use our watches to tell time anymore. But I'll tell you about both of these. I'd say the Explorer 2 is my favorite, and if I had tons of money and I was a rich guy like my college mates, I would have the black face of this, you know. That's me. I would have the same watch in a different edition, just like Perfume, and like backups, you know. But at the time I got this, I lived in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and then I was visiting here, family in Hawaii, back and forth, so I wanted the 2 time zone. I wanted the watch that went to Mount Everest first. Got this in 1998. I knew and became friends with the jewelry shop owner in town, and she was gorgeous and around my age. I mean, just way above my head. I sat next to her during a plane ride, and she knew some people I knew at American Airlines when I was throwing luggage just for the free tickets. I was going back from Jackson Hole, Wyoming to Honolulu, back and forth. What a life that was. She gave me this watch at her discount. I think, I'm not kidding, I can't remember exactly, but it was around $1,600. This is 1998. And it's been with me ever since. From my, like I said, all my photography adventures in Alaska, the West, the Rocky Mountains, and here in Hawaii. This one, I'll get to the Perfume in a second. This one on the left was my first fine watch. and it's more older than this. It's 1987. It was from my college graduation, my university graduating gift, and it's a Jubilee two-tone. And my mom and dad got me this watch. And I absolutely love it, and it keeps on ticking. I've had it overhauled once or twice. And that is the right time. That's some of the only gold I own. So like I said, 1987. That says something, huh? I love watches. My great friend from college in my fraternity, he's got more money than Davy Crockett. He can actually buy the watches we talk about. But if I had his money, I'd buy a Breguet. I think, is it called the Constellation, or is that the IWC? Breguet's with the blue dials. Louis Breguet invented the tourbillon, right? Pretty complicated movement mechanism inside the watch, independent of gravity or something like that, inertial. And I'd have an IWC, what's it called, with the moon phases, Grand Complication, I think. Grand Complication, IWC, I believe it's called that. I would have those two, and that's it. I wouldn't have a huge collection because I'd want to wear the watches, just like my perfume. I want to wear the stuff I have. The reason I have my Chanel out, and this, the bottle's not in here anymore. It's filled with nickels. I use it as a paperweight. And I'm not lying, it's heavy. It's filled with nickels. I hoard nickels because they're made out of the real metal, and they're actually worth it or more. I like metals. I studied metallurgy. That was my discipline in material science. But when I was wearing this watch a long time ago, after college, this is the perfume I was wearing. Probably along with still wearing Pierre Cardin too. Maybe my all-time favorite perfume in the world. I guess it was this version too. I can't be totally sure, but I do remember this. I don't know if I got this myself or my parents got it for me for Christmas. I just can't remember. And that's what I was wearing, and I've worn it ever since. And well, that's a big blast of lemon. And I've been received well with it. This comes with a big chunky bottle, if you know it. It's powdery also, right? Just like my other Burberry Brit that I love to wear, which was my other signature. But a little leather in this. Yeah, leather, not tobacco. Herrera for Men, I went through countless bottles, short ones, tall ones. I had the bottle when I was a frag head, but I gave it away to my colleague's young son because I'm just not wearing anymore. But I just love this scent. A little strong. You're gonna be noticed with this. I remember having stories with this, but when I got this watch, I was wearing this perfume, and that was in Alaska, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which was after Alaska, my adventure. But that's it. I love watches, but I don't collect them, and I only have two. I only need two. I only need one. What I love about Rolexes, right, this is an elegant watch, right? But it's also very sporty. People, if you don't know watches, you don't know this, you know that this is a Rolex, right? And people say, oh, wow, you got a nice watch, because it's gold, right? But even this can be worn casual all the way up to a tuxedo. And this can be worn with a t-shirt all the way up to a tuxedo, sporty, all the way to formal. And that's what I love. That's what I love about this Perfume and others. And I don't know, it kind of goes back and forth. That's why I love Rolexes. It's kind of cliche, and when we're critiquing each other very finely or harshly with watches, and my friend is, I remember him saying, "Oh, Rolex is for posers." It is for a lot of people, but my dad generally loved them, and I was lucky enough to get this one. So I don't follow watches anymore, but I do notice them, and I like all kinds, but I like the automatics. I don't want accords. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you like to wear. And once again, I do recommend, in general, a man should be wearing a watch in public, just to look good or look better. Just like I think he should be smelling nice. So in general, right? And you know, you're not gonna be wearing cufflinks all the time. You could be wearing necklace, ring, but a lot of guys don't like to wear jewelry, so wear a watch. Forever stuck and broken, but I'll wear it. And that red dial would tell the time, the 24-hour time in the other time zone. So one time would be Wyoming and the other time would be Honolulu. And I had fun with that, going back and forth. So that's my shtick. I thank you for tuning in as usual in this episode of Watch Time and Perfume sense. So let me know what you like and what you don't like. Anybody out there in the comments, throw me a Bracelet or an IWC constellation, and I'll thank you. See ya. Bye-bye.